Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in today's video. We have a special one in this one because Planet Zoo just announced a new DLC that will hit the game on 21st of June, which is this month, a couple weeks. It's going to be the Conservation Pack. It will contain 5 new endangered animals to the game and over 150 new scenery pieces, with a lot of them are like small props, or at least what we've seen in the revealed trailer. It's like nice little trinkets that we will be able to place in like a backstage area, of course. We'll dive in that trailer for like a little bit, see some cool thingies here and there, and also like maybe new ideas that will come up whenever we see all those items and what we can do in the game itself. But the 5 animals that will be inside this DLC, which I will most likely butcher a couple names of, is the Mongolian Przewozki horse, not quite sure how to pronounce that name, the Amur leopards, the Siamang, the scimitar horned oryx, and the axoloth, which is going to be an exhibit animal. So altogether, it's a very interesting mix of animals that will be in the game on June 21st. But like we said, we're going to be diving in the actual trailer, so we're able to see all the little trinkets. And then, yeah, again, go over all the nice figgies in this pack. Okay, so the first frame that we are going to stop in is whenever the keeper is walking out of the keeper's hut. And this is like a nice little moment where you can see a whole lot of props already in screen. So for example, like the broom, but also the, like water tubs, for example, where the water is stored. Also a lot of pots here and there, because those have been teased in the stream before the day that Planet Zoo released, or at least revealed this trailer. And it's like a very nice little thingies in terms of, you know, backstage areas. So if you really want to make something super realistic in what you would see in real life, then these will be like props that will be like super handy and also easy to place, because they're very small and you can really like bundle them up together to create that sort of realistic feel. And that's like very cool to see, of course. In this frame we see way more of those items for the backstage areas. And on the left we have like a whole lot of crates with different colors. Maybe they're going to be like a recolorable item, that would be pretty nice. And also in the back on that building we do have a like ventilation or a aircon like tube, if that's what we can say. And also like a trailer where all these crates are on, the yellow, white and blue ones. So I do think it will be like recolorable. And just like a couple like figgies here and there. Like overall it makes like super realistic. And also for the fact that the keeper itself, whenever it brings food to an enclosure, also has like a bucket. It really feels well, and that's like an item that they already use because that's being taken out of the keeper's hut. And that just like adds to that realism. So after a couple seconds we already reached the second bit, and this is going to be a very cool enrichment items for the gibbons. That's the Siamang. And as you can see, it's like sort of a railing, and they will be able to actually sort of swing over that enrichment item. So normally you would see like monkey type animals sort of climb, and like this new feature, this new animation, which is going to be like an actual swinging animation, is something that we haven't seen yet. So it will be very interesting whenever we see that sort of animal trailer that Planet Zoo usually releases whenever they show a new animal in a new DLC. And I'm pretty sure whenever they do that and they release and show that video, we will see that sort of animation in action, because it's like a very iconic action for those gibbons. And yeah, like it will be 100% sort of shown in the trailer. So for now we can't really see that yet, but it will happen. And after a couple extra snippets here and there of the backstage items, we get our first in-game look of the Mongolian Przewozki horse. Again, hopefully I pronounced it correctly. It's super cool, also with the texture that it has. You can really see that it's like sort of a difference between the animals that have been released in like the newer DLCs and the ones before. Like these look super highly detailed, very nice. And of course, like in the beginning, they weren't sort of this level. So like what they're doing, Planet Zoo, like super cool in terms of textures and looks. Because yeah, just look at it. Look at it, so cute, so cute. With that last frame, it brings us to the end of the trailer breakdown. It's like a very small breakdown, but those are like the bits that I personally are super interested in. And we will definitely like use those buckets, those shovels, brooms, everything in future backstage areas. Because again, super realistic, and that's what we try to do whenever we do play Planet Zoo. So I'm super hyped for that. And of course, like the animals, or at least the horse that we've seen in this trailer, looks very cool too. I'm also super excited to see the future trailers of each animal whenever they release on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. But in the DLC release, there will be a free update that will accompany it, and that one is actually being released today, or shown. And in the free update, there are a couple of cool things as well to it, which we're going to be looking over quick as well. At least the most like bits that I personally are super excited about too. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be looking at is a education station. And this will be accompanied in like the free update and also whenever the new DLC releases. And there's like a little bit of text to it. And that reads out that the educators had an update in update 1.9 when they added the ability to explore the zoo and educate on the go with the roaming educator functions. However, there are more ways to learn than only from educators. And now zoo guests can have a more immersive experience than ever before with the new education station. These are new path facilities that, when placed, will provide an item for child guests to interact with and then gaining a minor education and happiness boost. These will have a set education topic and will not be able to be customized, but will come in 3 different types, which is going to be a height measuring station, so compare your height against the giraffe and a gorilla in your zoo. Are you taller? A soundboard station, where you can press a button and hear a sound of the animals that make the actual sound in the zoo, and a paw print station, which you can compare your hands with the paws of that animal. So the child guest interaction with the education station will also boost your zoo's conservation rating. But be careful, they can be vandalized of course, which will require repair from a mechanic, or if you want to like replace it yourself, that's possible too. It's like super nice. So this will like focus on children's education and also give like overall happiness a boost too, which is super important because the more happy the guests are, the more they will donate and spend money. So it's like very, very critical. And also group photos are part of this too. So child guests are not the only one gaining a new behavior. Currently groups or guest groups take photos of animals, but now your guests will join each other for even more fun by taking group photos. When this occurs, the member of the group will take the role of photographer with 1 to 5 other grouping together as the subjects. From here, they will line up and happily pose together to capture a snapshot and remember the amazing time they had in your zoo. To prompt a group photo to be taken, guests must be viewing a habitat and have an overall happiness rating of above 50%. Do not have a photo with that, but that will be like super cool to see because every single time that you check out guests, they usually indeed like grab their phone and try to make like photos of the animals. But like a group activity is just like an extra layer of realism. Because like selfies and everything will be made too. And yeah, like these group photos will be, yeah, just like an extra add-on, which is super nice. Another add-on in the free update is going to be a animal sniffing behavior, which is completely new. And this will also put like an extra layer of animals interacting with the nature around them. So like not all of them will have the sniffing behavior, but like the ones that do, will, like, of course, get this animation going. And with this new feature, add sniffing as a active behavior for the majority of animals in your zoo, not all, like I said. And there's like a list below in the Planet Zoo free update page where you'll be able to see like all the animals because it's quite an extensive list. We'll have to name a whole lot of them. But yeah, like these sniff spots will be placed in a enclosure, but these will also disappear whenever you delete the enclosure itself. So it's like a good, cool thing to know. Also, another nice add-on is a animal chorus behavior. Once again, hopefully I pronounced it correctly. And some animals, including the new sea monks coming in the conservation pack, are known to perform group calling as a social activity. This new behavior comes to Planet Zoo as a Arctic and Timberwolf alongside the new sea monk will be able to perform the chorus calls with each other, even while wading or climbing. These will be a range of calls available with the chorus leader, the animal who starts the chorus. We'll randomly select one from and will continue until all animals of the chorus have joined in. After this, they will either randomly select a new call, continue the chorus, or will end the behavior. So it will be completely random. Whenever like the leader, as sort of read in this little bit, is going to start, others will join, and it will be like super realistic and super cool to see, and also very interesting to see, because this is something completely new to the game, and yeah, like super excited for this little add-on too. So we'll see how that's gonna go. Furthermore, there are a couple like smaller add-ons too. So for example, a small habitat gates. So whenever you have like a small enclosure wall, you will not really have to be able to like place the big one anymore, because will be a small gate as well, which will be like quite leveled. Most likely, we do not have a photo of that with the actual wall itself, so it will be like similar in height, and there will be more shop counters and signs added to the new update. So yeah, like a whole lot of extra shops will be in a counter version only. So the Cosmic Cow ice cream, Gulpy soda, Pipshot juice, Pipshot water, Max Lente, Missy Goods, Monchot frites, Pizza Pen, the Hat's Fantastic, Just a Memento, Looney Balloons, and the Information Center. So a whole lot of shops are being added to the counter only. For now though, with the free update, that's all it says. We do not really have like any more. Once this is like extended on, we will most likely add this in like another video in the future, but for now that's all we have. It will also bring us to the end of this special video. Do really appreciate every single one of you stopping by in this video as well. We are reaching ever so close to the 1000 subscribers over here on YouTube, which will activate the YouTube partner program. Also in the previous video, I want to thank everyone in this video once again for the support and watching and subscribing to the channel. Means a whole bunch, so thank you all so much. We also stream on Twitch, if you haven't known already. There's a link in the description down below, which will redirect you to the Twitch page, and from there we stream a whole lot of Planet Zoo and also go over these little snippets, trailers, and coming up with new builds, and also making the new builds. So if you're interested in those, then please feel free to tune in one of those future live streams. We will end with the trailer once again, and after that the video will end. So once again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and hopefully you will have a great remaining of your days and also weeks, of course. So for now, once again, thank you so much. We'll see you all later. Have a good one. Bye bye.